you guys that when I was young and single, before I had my wife and family, who were just out of shot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was an addict and an imbecile, but what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes.
Russell Brand, the British comedian and actor, has been formally charged by London's Metropolitan Police following an 18-month investigation. The charges are significant and reflect the severity of the allegations made against him. Brand is facing a total of 5 criminal charges. These charges stem from accusations made by 4 different women. The alleged incidents are said to have occurred between the years 1999 and 2005. Importantly, this period predates Brand's mainstream success, meaning the events in question allegedly occurred before he became a prominent public figure in the entertainment industry. At the time, he was relatively unknown and only beginning his career in comedy and television. The timeline of these allegations plays a critical role in the broader narrative surrounding the case. It spans 6 years, from 1999 through 2005. In 1999, the earliest of the alleged incidents reportedly took place. Between 1999 and 2005, all 4 women alleged that Brand engaged in various forms of non-consensual conduct. At the start of this timeline, Brand had not yet become widely known. His rise to fame did not begin until the mid-2000s, when he gained public attention as the host of Big Brother's Big Mouth, followed by roles in popular films like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Given his lack of notoriety at the time, questions have arisen about the motivations behind the timing of the accusations. However, legal and psychological experts often emphasize that delays in reporting such crimes are not uncommon. The charges against Brand were filed in 2025. However, the public first became widely aware of the allegations in 2023 following a comprehensive joint investigation conducted by multiple UK-based media outlets. These included Channel 4, which released a documentary titled Russell Brand in Plain Sight, The Sunday Times, The Times of London. These media organisations collaborated to interview several women and gather supporting evidence, including documentation and witness testimony. Their investigation uncovered allegations spanning several years and suggested a pattern of misconduct. The coverage generated significant public attention and prompted UK law enforcement to revisit and expand their inquiry into Brand's past behaviour. There are several reasons why the allegations may not have been made public earlier. In many cases of SA, victims may choose not to come forward due to fear of not being believed, potential backlash or emotional trauma. Public scrutiny, media attention, and societal stigma can discourage victims from reporting incidents, especially when the alleged perpetrator holds a position of influence. Additionally, some may fear personal or professional consequences. This pattern of delayed reporting is not unusual, particularly in the context of the Me Too movement. In recent years, many high-profile cases have involved allegations dating back decades, brought forward only after victims felt empowered by broader social support or investigative journalism. In the United Kingdom, there is no statute of limitations on serious sexual offences, which means authorities can pursue charges regardless of how much time has passed since the alleged incident. Russell Brand is currently residing in the United States. Despite the geographical distance, the charges have been filed in the United Kingdom, where the alleged crimes took place. This situation creates a complex legal scenario involving issues of international law, extradition, and immigration status. Brand continues to produce and share content online, with a substantial audience on alternative media platforms such as Rumble. However, his physical presence outside the UK poses a challenge for British prosecutors if he does not voluntarily return to face the charges. Under the existing extradition treaty between the United Kingdom and the United States, UK authorities can submit a formal request to have Brand return to face legal proceedings. If such a request is made, it must meet specific legal criteria. The US Department of Justice would assess the request for validity, and, if accepted, the case would proceed to a US federal court. A judge would then decide whether extradition is justified based on the submitted evidence and treaty terms. If the judge rules in favour of extradition, Brand would be obligated to return to the UK unless he appeals the decision and wins. It is not possible to avoid extradition solely based on personal preference or public image. Brand's exact immigration status in the United States is currently unknown. He was married to American singer Katy Perry between 2010 and 2012, but there is no public documentation indicating that he acquired US citizenship through this marriage. If he does not hold American citizenship, his legal protections may be more limited, and he may be more easily subject to extradition or deportation. Should Brand choose to contest extradition, the resulting legal battle could be prolonged. In such cases, individuals may be detained during proceedings if there is a perceived risk that they might flee the country. The high-profile nature of the case, along with potential political or media interest, could draw widespread international attention. Russell Brand has publicly denied all allegations made against him. In an official statement shared on social media, Brand stated that all sexual encounters referenced in the charges were entirely consensual. He dismissed the allegations as false and described them as part of a campaign designed to discredit him. Brand has asserted that the accusations are not related to criminal behaviour, but rather to his vocal views and growing presence on non-mainstream media platforms. He believes that he is being targeted for expressing controversial opinions and challenging widely accepted narratives. In his view, these legal actions are being used as a means to silence dissent. He has further suggested that individuals or groups with influence may be orchestrating the allegations against him to damage his career and reputation. Brand has characterised the situation as an attempt to suppress his voice under the guise of legal accountability. The legal process now underway is the result of a formal investigation conducted by the Metropolitan Police. These charges were not filed based on public opinion or media coverage alone, but followed a multi-agency investigation involving witness statements and evidence review. As the case proceeds, it will be examined through established legal procedures. Prosecutors will present their evidence, and the defence will have an opportunity to respond. Brand remains entitled to the presumption of innocence under UK law until a verdict is reached in court. The broader investigation into Russell Brand's conduct was largely initiated by journalistic inquiry. In 2023, Channel 4, The Sunday Times and The Times of London produced a detailed expose titled Russell Brand in Plain Sight. The documentary included first-hand accounts from multiple women, outlining their experiences and allegations of misconduct. The investigation reportedly took several months and involved corroborating timelines, reviewing supporting materials, and reaching out to various sources. The result was a report that brought renewed public scrutiny to Brand and ultimately led to law enforcement involvement. This case serves as a reminder of the impact investigative journalism can have in uncovering patterns of behaviour and prompting institutional response. The case against Russell Brand is ongoing. He continues to deny the charges while maintaining an active presence on social media and alternative platforms. If the extradition request is made and granted, he will face trial in the UK. If not, legal challenges surrounding international jurisdiction may persist. As the legal process moves forward, the outcome of this case will be determined by the courts, based on the available evidence and testimonies. The charges carry serious legal consequences if proven, and the proceedings are likely to attract sustained attention. What do you think about the situation? Do you believe the charges are part of a larger effort to silence him? Or is this simply the justice system doing its job? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the latest updates as this story develops. Thanks for watching.